Okay, this is a really important tip. Do you guys see all of those birds and how they're kind of swooping back to the same spot? I don't smell anything specific here, but I bet you anything if we follow those birds, there's probably a carcass here. Oh yeah, would you look at that? Hello and welcome back to Journey's Saga. My name is Frosty, and today we are picking up where we left off with our new litter of pups. And our family is now just kind of lounging around and enjoying the nice day. I believe everybody here is all topped up. Yep. So everyone's feeling pretty good here, actually. But we have 6 new pups. I was hoping for 7, but 6 is okay too. And I didn't check this before, but we should look at our poundage here. And it looks like 2063 is a runt at 3.8 pounds, where everyone else is around 5 or above. You can get multiple runts in a litter. I don't think 2068 is small enough to constitute one though, so I think we're okay. Everyone's food is actually doing pretty good, all things considered. This is what our map looks like, just as a quick recap there. It's frankly stronger than I would expect it to be at this stage, but I'm certainly not complaining. And this is all of the known wolves. So Grizzly Rock has been greatly weakened. Pleasant Valley is going to be an ever-present threat, I think, and we still haven't met the last pack, which is Granite Gulch, or the red one here. Calvin and Renarin are both still out there somewhere. We just don't know where, or if they'll ever come back. So first things first here, we have 6 pups, and I got a few suggestions at the end of last video from the comments. So I'm gonna go away real quick and then we'll come back for a pup cam and name reveal. Okay, a lot of names did come from the same person. Oh my goodness, I just saw the curse inside of the head there. They come from the same person though, and that is Gingerfur. So they recommended a number of names that we did use, and the first of which is going to be the name for our runt, who's little boy. I went with Hurry because I felt that that was going to be appropriate since the runts were going to always be kind of waiting on, so hopefully Hurry will keep up with the rest of his siblings. The next pup here, I named Hermes for the Greek god of traveling and kind of delivery and mail. So that is Hermes. He's also one of our bigger pups. I don't think he's the biggest, but I think he's up there. The next pup here, I named Adventure, and this should be one of our little girls. She takes after us quite a bit, including the 1,000-yard stare there. The next pup we have here is Rome, who should be another little boy. I think we skipped over a couple. Yeah. So we do have 2 more pups, Expedition, who's a female, and Essence, who's a female. All names but Essence did come from Gingerfur. And Essence came from Wild Nixon. So thank you for your suggestions. It's greatly appreciated. And if you missed out on this go because I'm recording this a little bit in advance, then feel free to leave generic name suggestions for next time. And, still pull from that pool. But as far as goals go for today, I honestly don't know. We don't really super need to go hunt. The map is always going to be an issue, so that's kind of neither here nor there. But I do smell elk. So I think I'm gonna try and recruit people to come with us while we kind of can. I don't know if it's just me, but Downer looks like he's going grayer. I'd be curious to see a previous screenshot of him, but in all honesty, I know I haven't focused on him a whole lot. He just doesn't have very much personality. That's rude to say, but it's the truth. But besides for being the first to like just kind of run in and pick the most arbitrary target, he doesn't really do much else. He doesn't really show a lot of initiative in going out and hunting for himself. He just doesn't help in the ways that I kind of expect of a mate. Because of that, I honestly don't pay a lot of attention to him. He is a little bit older than we are, and I know some coats will change as they age. I don't think that is a... Where am I going? I don't think that that's like a guaranteed thing by any means, though. So I don't think some coats will change. And I thought he had a coat that would stay the same. I'm not increasingly familiar with the coats that change over time, just what they all used to kind of universally look like before, like Cinderella, for example. I'm just familiar with like the gray coat that it turns into now, not what it was before or when it would start to transition. So this could just be one of those cases here. But I think he's just looking older. He also just feels like he's slimming down, which is probably not something that they actually added in. It'd be cool if they did. Like if older wolves actually looked grayer, slimmer, you know, just some kind of like actual outward change to cue in that they're old. It probably isn't something you'd see very frequently since a lot of wolves stay young. But it'd be really cool to see like an aging other pack leader or something and then know to go for them. Or even just to see like your own pups aging up either through generations or maybe they just stayed in the pack their whole lives. I don't know. I think that'd be cool though. Oh, that's a moose. Now there's some actual prints. I'll try and herd them back onto our stretch. Oh, I think they're moving the direction we need them to. Yeah. I just genuinely want to get like a storage up of a carcass or two we could go back to. Not yet, Challen. Ooh, that was something. Ow. Ow. Get me out of here. This is a mess and a half. That's a lot of coyotes, too. Guys, I know that elk is probably really weak. Stop chasing us. Go chase your friends. I don't want to bring something down over here. I just don't. Just go the direction I want you to go. Please. I don't want to play this out too long. Just in the sense that we're going to start losing wakefulness and therefore Sam here soon too. But I also want this carcass to be like actually reasonable to just trot over and get at, you know? Fine. It actually wasn't as good as it felt like it should be for how long it was down. I can probably chase her a little ways. Tire her out more, get her closer to the den. I'm curious what this other den is, but I don't want to peel off too much and go see. She's going to want to go back to her herd now. She will probably eventually try and loop around. Okay. I think my stamina and our affinity is low enough now that I'm okay trying to take her down. Because she's going to keep running off in a random direction now. Okay. That actually wasn't too bad. Who got hurt? Okay, just a couple minor injuries. That's actually better than I expected it to go. We're probably not going to eat much of this now. That's okay. I'm just going to chunk it. Get ready to head on out. Okay, we are finally home. Our wakefulness is trash, as is our affinity. That's okay. You can top up the pups and rest. I do want to try and spend as much time with the pups as I possibly can this season. Last go, I didn't really feel like I could actually see the pups' personalities at all, just because there was so much running around. I'm hopeful that that will change for the better here. So here's Essence, which is one of the pups that was in the den before. One of our all black pups. And who was the other one? I think it was Adventure. Oh, he's right here. Cool. I think we'll sleep with them outside the den. It makes me... Aw. Destiny came over to cuddle with us. Sleeping with the potatoes out like this makes me nervous, but I think it's better for the flea load if they're not always cooped up in the den. Our affinity is still horrible. Okay, we can still feed them, at least a little bit, which is good. Not really liking these guys patrolling out here. I don't see anything moving. Anyone else regurgitate? Everyone's kind of on that cusp. Alright, well, I'll lift the pups in. Or no one will listen to me. There we go. You too, Expedition. Okay. I am gonna come up here and just see what I see and try and mark some of this up. And I'll check back in. Alright, I should have known. Grizzly Rock can't keep it all to themselves anymore, so they come try and take what we have. It's frustrating, but I get it. Well, we're heading up here anyway, so I think I will go deal with this invasion. Mark what I can on the way. And hopefully take down a deer or something as we go. But I like to try and have multiple carcasses when we have this much map that we need to cover. It was just like the traditional, you know, this is your home hex, this is your ring around, and like this is your buffer, then it wouldn't matter as much. But for our setup, having carcass here and having a carcass here and having a carcass here means we might actually be able to eat no matter which way we need to go. Of course, carcasses aren't going to last that long, and there's probably going to be a bear on them, but I can dream. Okay, this is a really important tip. Do you guys see all of those birds and how they're kind of swooping back to the same spot? I don't smell anything specific here, but I bet you anything if we follow those birds, there's probably a carcass here. Oh yeah, would you look at that? Oh, with the cougar on it. But a bison carcass is really worth that, I think. Yeah, that's almost full. So that's going to save us from having to actually hunt anything here. So that's really, really nice. It's just like in real life, though. Crows and wolves will help each other out. Or ravens. So if you see the birds swarming, you can probably find dinner. It's just one of those little observations that you won't always catch, or at least I don't. But it can honestly make a really big quality of life difference for your gameplay. Because if the winds are bad, and like, say you're completely beat up, a carcass like this could save your pack. Sorry guys. They're still invading, and they actually took a hex, so we need to go do that. Looks like they went to the far hex, maybe. That stings, but I was going to plan on going there anyway, since we're already all the way out here. I was going to reinforce some more distant parts of the territory. May as well, you know. But they're going to be as far away as they can possibly get. The little cowards. Ah, there they are. Leader actually has a really pretty coat. Get out of here, guys. When has this ever ended well for you? Genuinely speaking. I didn't even get a chance to fight these other guys. Oh yeah, this is our victim, guys. I don't think the others are going to help me out any further, which is unfortunate since we are so tired now. Or maybe they will. These guys really need to learn what happens when they mess with us. Oh no, it's them coming back through. Are you gonna tussle again? Nope. Okay. So, current game plan is I'm gonna come down and get some of these 28% hexes. I don't think I'm gonna go all the way down here, but I think I am gonna get at least these 4, maybe these on our way back, and I can save this for later expansion because I do want to take some of this chunk as well. And then we'll head on back to the pups because obviously we're tired. Our affinity isn't the worst it could be since Zalinar stayed back, but we're tired, and I know the pups are hungry, so we'll try and get back soon. Looky what I just found. Much closer to the den. I think this is worth a little bit of a detour, even though we are very tired, and even with babysitter, our affinity is very low. Let's see where this is. Oh yeah, perfect. And there's not even anything on it. So now we have this, which is an ideal spot, that one up there, and that elk So I think we're gonna be well and truly set here, actually. So I'm just gonna top up. I'm gonna let them top up. I'm gonna sleep. And then we're gonna... Well, I'll get back to the den and then we'll sleep. And then we'll probably use that generated carcass there to just fill up really quickly and then deal with anything we need to deal with at that time. I'm not going to spend too much time with the pups when we do get back, just because with everything being as low as it is, we're really vulnerable to predator attack now. So I really don't want to risk it. This just looks like such a peaceful environment, you know? What I'd give to live in the real Yellowstone. Let me feed up the puppies. We were gone a long while. So we marked up all of this chunk here. This is still pretty solid. This will probably be the next thing we have to do as a bigger excursion. This is gonna probably go first, so... But all that's gonna be tomorrow's problem. Now our affinity got up very quickly. That's nice. Okay, I'll make sure everyone gets as topped up as they can. Okay, I'm comfortable with that. And then we sleep. No. I'm not surprised. We were gone. We were gone so long. It's kind of the game's way to balance it all out. I don't smell anything. Okay. No obvious signs of predator attack right on wake up. Gonna have to remain vigilant, though. Oh, I think Rome's a gray coat, too, which means that he... Yeah, he is going to have a smaller chance to recover. Not to say it's impossible by any stretch, but it will be reduced. I'm gonna move him closer to the den. I get that that's a nicer spot just to, like, hang out at, but this is probably ultimately safer for the puppies to be here. I'm trying to be a little bit more lax with the puppies. Oh. I think that's a bunny. Thought it was a coyote. No one listens to me anyway. Cool. Good to know. That was a real crisis. You all would be eaten. Okay. Everyone's tired. I actually expected the pets to be more tired than that. We'll hang out a little bit. But in addition to, like, sickness things, I did just want to hang out with the pups more to also grant them a bit more experience with, like, hunting the little things around the... I'm gonna call this camp. There goes my warrior cat's nest. Around the den. We can bounce over here. Closer to the den and to the sick pup. This is something I actually do a lot in my personal playthroughs, is I'll entice the other puppies to play, and then I'll just circle the one with the cooldown. It's not perfect by any stretch, but it keeps them occupied, improves their experience, and it's just a little bit more fun than laying there and worrying. That big rock being an obstacle is gonna freak me out at some point or another. I'm waiting for the cooldown to pop so we can... Honestly, I think I'll take whoever wants to go to top up at the bison carcass again, and then we'll sleep again. We might have to save Rome's fate for next time, depending on how quickly or not they recover. The biggest things are food and sleep, so I don't want to detract from either of those things in any way. We need to wait for the real life cooldown to go. All of these pups are such loners. They just scatter as soon as you bring them into the fold. Like any hint of energy, and they're just gone. Also, sorry for the weird glitches that WolfQuest has been having today. I know they happen sometimes anyway, but today it seems especially bad. I keep thinking I see stuff, and then just a tree glitching or like a bird. I'm paranoid whenever I'm at the den, but especially with a sick pup because they're just a liability. Expedition's got the right idea, guys. Okay. There's a cooldown. Okay. I think we have who we need tailing with us. And the pups were on the way into the den, so they wouldn't scatter if everyone decided they did, in fact, want to go with us. Luckily, this is not a far go at all. Just curious to see what's going to be on the carcass, honestly. Really? One fox? Okay, well, I'm not going to complain. The game wants to make my life a little bit easier. I will not look a gift bison in the mouth. I'll just hop on up and get back and sleep again. Okay. Everyone's full. We're wasting no time in getting back. Territory actually does not look as bad as I expected it to. I'll howl just in case that helps with our territorial might. And then I think we just rest. Alright guys, we're back. Yay! We were gone so long, I know. Does anyone need a top off? I'll throw up once. I don't think you need more than that. It's honestly more for the babysitter's sake than anything at this point. Come into the creche. Oh, hurry, just wiped out. Okay, guys. We're sleeping. We're sleeping now. We're not running around with sticks. We're not going wherever Rome's trying to get to. Swear to God. Sometimes their sleep bar, I've noticed, doesn't go up if you sleep while they're moving. I think they might have resolved it, but I'm not confident in that fact. I smell cougar. And if it's a cougar, it's probably over here. Get out. Good job, Hunt. That's our pup. Good job, Destiny. Those are our pups. Guys, it's running away. Let it leave. Oh, Rome didn't even make it in. They're gonna kill that thing. or they're gonna kill themselves. Alright, well, that was lucky. I kind of figured as soon as I saw the cougar scent that was gonna happen, but doesn't always feel good to be right. Okay. I think we're gonna sleep one more time. And then whatever happens is whatever happens. Rome's health is currently at 60%. I don't mind our odds, so to speak. Fleas. We're gonna save any moving that we do and anything else for next time. Because I just want to wake up, resolve whatever we need to resolve, and then that'll be the end. Okay, Rome's still sick. All I can do is keep him fed. Territorial Might is so nice. Just for the fact that we could actually stay there and lost relatively little percentage on our territory. Rome's at 29%. I'm not giving up hope by any stretch of the imagination. I've had pups recover on literally 1% before. I am concerned with how quickly it seems to be degrading, though. Okay. Alright. Well, I think we'll leave it off here just for a quick little recap about where we're at. All of our pups are in the 8-9.5 pound range, except for Hurry, who's our runt at 7.4% or pounds. Our wakefulness isn't as high as I'd like for the pups, or even really for us. I don't think we need to go to sleep right away, but if we do move, then we'll definitely want to do that with the full wakefulness bar. We are only at 34% on fleas, so I'm hopeful we can wait until like around closer to like the 9-10 pound mark than the like 8-9. We'll see. We've had so many pups outside the den that I think we'll be okay. And a lot of our carcasses are still here, it looks like, so I don't really know what's going to end up happening next time. If we end up moving, I'll probably try and find that den that was like over here-ish. I saw it on the way back from this carcass. I think that would probably be the best one. And we'll deal with any territory stuff we have to deal with. So we've got a bit of a plan. Of course, our priority is always going to be Rome, though, so we'll hope for the best for him. I know I mean leaving this off without seeing his fate, but that's how it goes. Till next time, everybody, stay safe, stay happy. I'll see you all, and bye. And of course, thank you to Parental Unit for supporting the channel, as that support is greatly appreciated.